with that thrown in at the very end instead, right? So here we go, 1 minute and it'll be dead. Great. Bitcoin price action, looking for a bounce, probably going to be taking profits in around about that $58,000 region. There's various good reasons for that. There's also a key area of 54,500 to be looked at along the way. If you want to know that and more, then you've come to the right place, because I'm going to be telling you exactly why the prices are, how they are, how to trade this to maximize your success. I'm not a financial advisor. None of this is financial advice, but gosh darn it, it's definitely the best source for crypto technical analysis, at least in my humble opinion. I would really like it if you hit the like button and said, you know, hey, I like this, thanks, that's that sort of stuff. Right, anyway, this is a live show. Join me for one of them someday. Why am I looking up towards 58k? Well, that's at this area of previous support and resistance. We'd drawn in these lines quite a while ago, actually, and we're looking at them and saying that they are indeed just as important as we had previously imagined. And 58,000, I think, is a pretty good target for us, and I'm going to cover us a couple of really solid reasons for looking there, not least of which it is the golden pocket. That's where the prices are heading to next, but there is actually a stumbling block, and it's not a minor one, it's a major one along the way in here at 54,500, and the reason for that is much more visible on the Ichimoku cloud on the 4-hour time frame, but it's perfectly visible here on the 24-hour time frame. Check it out just there. That is, of course, where the top of the cloud is. The price is managing to come back into this region after their pull down. Why did they drop down here? Well, you could make the argument that it was the Bulkowski, the pattern site, you know, the Encyclopedia of Trading Patterns move outside of a wedge, giving you that 60% move. That 60%, that would have been 100%, as you can see, the two measured moves here. If this is, you wanted risk management targets, then you're sort of your downside, you are looking down towards 41,000 to 42,000 region if you were to kick on and get the full measured move off the back of that wedge. Have we done enough just in there? Well, I'm going to be a wee bit more committal about it and say that the best trade for you perhaps is to trade between 52,000 and 58,000 currently, looking at the 236 Fibonacci retracement point, coming in here and saying that is, of course, where you would start to get a valid one at. Follow through on that does come in with the 382 lining up, of course, with this region that we spoke about at 54,500, and the 50% is, of course, as well, you know, is going to be where the cloud would be at that point when the prices actually manage to make it up there, if it were to not do it very quickly, and the 618 would be your profit taking. Let me just show you the 4-hour time frame, because like I said, much more clear there. We could be coming in for a sort of premature positive cross here on the base and conversion line on the Ichimoku cloud. If we do move up the way, then of course the top end of that cloud is lining up there nicely with that 58,000 region. The lower end of it coming in at around about the 54,500 zone, and of course we know that with those historical levels of support. Now, what would that overall constitute? A retest of that wedge if you were looking for further downside price action, changing the macro into following along with that micro downward trend, and maybe coming in to retest significant market structure. But overall, towards the top side, if we were to, you know, break past that significant key area of the 55,000 region, where we have, of course, all that confluence of information, then we would be taking out the 618 and have a good chance of perhaps coming in for these higher targets, still looking perhaps even up as high as 75,000. Be key to manage your risk nicely along the way. Don't forget 69,420 blabs for profit taking. We got to the end of that fairly smoothly. If you hit that like button before tuning out, massively appreciate it so much, and be sure